Welcome to Ray Reads, a podcast where I discuss the books I am currently reading. For this episode of Ray Reads, I will be discussing Crown of Midnight, Book 2 of the Throne of Glass series by Sarah J Maas. This book sets us up for the larger plot that sustains the majority of this series. Celaena's true identity comes to light. Adarlan's assassin, the king's champion, is Aelin Ashriver Galathamesis, heir of Terrasen. Additionally, to Chaol's horror, Celaena is a demi-fae who possesses a deadly, uncontrollable power. These revelations change everything, and the next book is where the series truly picks up. In this book, Elena and Nehemia are still pushing Celaena to rebel against the tyrant on the glass throne, and the story is focused on challenging her to finally fight back. Celaena, however, is still primarily concerned with obtaining her own freedom as the king's champion. Everyone, Chaol, Dorian, and Nehemia, judge Celaena for working as the king's champion, for being a hired assassin. Chaol, in particular, is unable to accept this side of her. This is why I never really liked Chaol. Dorian and Nehemia don't mind her profession as an assassin. They just hate that she has to work for the tyrant. Now, Nehemia had the choice between Celaena and Dorian, her assassin friend, or the crown prince of Adarlan. Both of them require a push to fight against the king, who makes cowards of the two of them. Dorian struggles to stand up to his father, and Celaena, as a child of a conquered nation, fears the king greatly. Nehemia decides to place her bet on Celaena. I wish Nehemia had befriended Dorian as well, and done more to influence him. The two of them could have formed a powerful alliance. Yet, for whatever reason, Nehemia hardly spends any of her time with him. Also, it is a shame that Nehemia only has one little section from her point of view in this book. I mean, we even got more from Kaltain's perspective in the previous book. Of all people, I believe Nehemia deserves more, and her perspective could add so much. Furthermore, I think Nehemia is more valuable alive than as a martyr. Her violent end accomplishes the intended task of motivating Celaena to rise up. But it's a shame she had to resort to that. Nehemia's death inspires Celaena to become a hero, but this tragedy fundamentally breaks her. Not only that, Nehemia's death breaks up Celaena's brief romance with Chaol. Celaena blames, and even attempts to murder, Chaol for the princess's assassination. In her grief, her hatred for the captain reminds me of Katniss in The Mockingjay, and how she resents Gale for the role he played in Prim's death. While it is true that I am not a fan of Celaena and Chaol's relationship, I will confess that I adore Chaol's birthday scene, their one date. Celaena decorates the greenhouse for dinner like the story about a fae woman that the singer Rena Goldsmith was executed for performing at the castle. This is so touching since this song connected Celaena and Chaol, and they shared a tender moment over it. Additionally, the song may have provided a bit of foreshadowing of Celaena's identity. So, I admit I love the birthday scene, but I still do not like Chaol. He has nothing on Sam, and Chaol just isn't right for Celaena. He resents Celaena for obeying the king's command, but also reacts poorly, and so does Nehemia, to Celaena's confession that she is not actually killing the king's targets. Seems almost like a catch-22, where Chaol will not be satisfied no matter what. Obviously, I am glad that their relationship only lasts like a week. Celaena could do better than Chaol. It always hits me how tragic Celaena, or rather Aylin's, story is. Her homeland has been conquered, her parents brutally murdered, her first love Sam was tortured and killed. Now her dear friend also was mutilated and killed. And then there are all of the things that have happened to her directly. Her upbringing in servitude to Arobin and being forced into slavery. Aylin has endured so much. With her true identity now revealed, Aylin's story can take off and soar. This book is a step up from the first book, but the next one is the book that sweeps me off my feet.